In this video, we're going to be looking at how to graph a square root function. Okay, so let's start with the parent function of a square root, which is f of x is equal to the square root of x. Okay, so if we wanted to see basically what this, if we have no idea what it looks like and we want to kind of get a basic idea, we can plot in some points. We can plug in some things for x. Okay, so let's think about the kind of things we can plug in for x. We could plug in a 0 for x. We know that you can take the square root of 0, correct? So if I plug in a 0 for x, that would just give me the square root of 0, which is 0. So that gives me the point 0 for x and 0 for y. Recall that f of x is the same thing as y, guys. So this is the point 0, 0. Okay. Let's do another one. Can we take the square root of a 1? Sure we can. Square root of 1 is 1. So that gives us the point 1 comma 1. Okay. Can we take the square root of negative 1? Well, not in real numbers, right? The square root of negative 1 would actually give us the imaginary number. We could write that over here. Square root of negative 1 is equal to I, but you can't graph that. That's non-real. Okay, so we're going to stay away from square roots of negative numbers, which means I'm not going to be able to plug any negative numbers into this thing because that would give me non-real answers out. So let's keep it positive. We could put a 2 here, but the square root of 2 is like 1.4 or something, and that isn't a very nice number to graph. So what's a number that's bigger than 1, but that has a nice square root? Well, that would be 4, right? The square root of 4 is 2. So if we plugged in a 4, we get 4 comma 2. Okay, and let's do one more, maybe 9, because we know the square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so that gives us 9 comma 3. Okay, now if we were to plot these points, let's do that. 0, 0 is right here. Let's see, 1, 1 is here. 4, 2, so it's 4 on the x, 2 on the y, that's here. And then 9, 3 is here. So we can connect those dots and we get an idea of what a square root function looks like. Okay, it could be basically like that. Okay, now it can be shifted around, up, down, left, right. It can even be reflected in some ways. But we're going to learn how to graph these things using this little trick here. Okay, so recall these are your possible transformations. Okay, so when you have a number on the inside, like here or here, okay, it moves left and right, and it moves opposite of the sign. So if this is a plus a number, it'll move left. If it's minus a number, it'll move right. So it's opposite of the sign, left and right. This number out here is up and down, and it does the same as a sign. So if you add a number, it goes up. Subtract, it goes down. Only on the inside here does it go opposite direction, and that's left and right. Okay, so it says from 0, 0, we need to move our horizontal vertical shift. That's the C and the D here. Take care of that. Then figure out what A is. That's the number in front. And if there's no number in front, just assume it's a 1. Okay, and then move over 1. That means to the right 1. And then move up or down whatever the A is. Up if A is positive, down if A is negative. Okay, move over 3. Do it again with up or down with the same A. And then move over 5 and do it again. So we can kind of see that on this parent function here real quick. So you see that there's no number out front, so that the A on this would have been a 1. Okay, so it says from 0, 0, move the horizontal vertical shift. There are none because it's the parent function. Okay, and then it says move over 1, up or down A. So I'll move over 1, and since A is 1, up 1 and plot a point. We already have a point there. Good. The next thing says from there, move over 3, and then again, go in the direction of A, up or down. So 1, 2, 3, A is 1, so I go up. Look at that, I have a point there already. Okay, and then the last thing says move over 5 and do the same thing again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again, A is 1, so I go up 1, and there's the point. Okay, so this is the shortcut to plotting points. Instead of plotting points, we can do it this way. All right, let's take a look at our first example. We've got f of x is equal to the square root of x plus 2. Okay, so first of all, what is my A? Well, there's no number out front, so A is equal to 1. Okay, so we know what our A is. Now, what is this plus 2? That's on the inside, so this thing is going to shift left by 2. Okay, so we normally start at 0, 0, which is right here, but we're going to shift left by 2 and make our new starting point right here. Okay, so there's my new starting point at negative 2, comma 0. And then it says move over 1, that's to the right 1, okay, and then move in the up or down in the direction of A. So A is 1, so we'll go over 1, and since A is 1, we'll move up 1. And then move over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1 again. And then over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1 again. And we have our graph. And that's it. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Again, there's no number out in front, so A is equal to 1. This is going to go up 3. That's our shift there. Okay, so I normally start in the middle, but I'm going to start now at 3. And since my A is 1, doing it the same way I've done the last two, I move over 1 and then up in the direction of A. And how many A? So 1. Move over 3, 1, 2, 3, and then go up 1. And then move over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1. It's a little off my graph, but there we go. There's the graph. Okay, let's take a look at this one. A, again, there's no number out in front, so A is 1. This minus 4 that's on the inside will make us go right by 3, or not by 3, excuse me, right by 4. Okay, I don't know why I said 3. Okay, so right by 4. So I normally start in the middle. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, and then I do the same thing I've been doing. I go over 1, and since A is 1, I go up 1. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1. And over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's out here somewhere. And there is my graph. Okay, let's do a few more. Okay, so on this one, we have a couple of shifts here. My A, of course, is still 1. There's no number out in front yet. Okay, and then this will make me go left 4. And then this will make me go up 3. So let's go to the graph and go left 4, up 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There's my new center, my new starting point. A is still 1, so I'm going to go over 1, up 1. Over 1, up 1. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1 again. And then over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1 again. And here is my graph. Okay, let's look at this next one. We've got an A this time that's not 1. It's A is equal to 2. Okay, and then of course this shift right here is on the inside, so it'll go right by 3. Remember, it's left and right, opposite of the sign when it's on the inside. Okay, so I go right 3, plot a new point. Okay, so this time I'm going to go over 1, but since A is 2, when I go over 1, I'll go up 2. And then I'm going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 2 again. And then I'm going to go over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 2 again. So there is my graph. Okay, let's look at this one. Again, we don't have an A, so our A is 1. Well, we do have an A, it's just there's no number there, so we assume it's a 1. And then this minus 3 will make us go right. Okay, sorry about that. So this will make it go right by 3. That's on the inside. And this will make it go down 1. Okay, so I start in the middle and I go right 3, down 1. Here's my new center point. Okay, remember A is 1. So I go over 1, up 1, because A is 1. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1. And then over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1 again. There is my graph. Okay, let's do these last 3 here. Okay, so on this one, I have A is 3, and this shift will go left 2. That'll be where I start. So I go left 2. There's my new starting point. No longer 0, 0. I'll go left 2. And now A is 3, so I'll go over 1, up 3. Over 3, up 3. And over 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 3. So there's what this graph looks like. Okay, this one we have A is equal to 2. Okay, and this shift will make it go up by 1. Okay, so I go up 1. Here we go. So since A is 2, I'll move over 1, up 2. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2. And over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2. And there's my graph. Okay, and then this last one, we've got A is the 3 out front. This will shift down 5. Okay, so I go down 5 from the origin, which is here. Okay, and then remember A is 3, so I'll move over 1, up 3, 1, 2, 3. And then over 3 and up 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 3, which is there. And there is my graph. And that is graphing square root functions.